Hello and welcome to my Tuesday webinar. We've been going strong now for about 2 weeks and want to thank you all for your magnificent support in getting things going. Overall, these webinars seem to be doing pretty well, and I want to thank each of you for your interactions, your posts, and your comments on this, and for hitting that share button. So really means a lot to me. Now, I'm going to wait just a couple of seconds to let people trickle in, as today we talk about frankincense. Now, I've done a post on frankincense, but I want to go a little bit more in depth on it. So today should be a fun class. Now, I want to start off as well as doing a couple of reminders. On Friday, I'm going to have 2 video posts. I'm going to have one with my dreaded weigh-in with the Smart and Sassy. We'll see if the scale is reading me any lighter or if I've utterly failed at this. And I will then also be doing my webinar that night, which will be bilingual with my wife in Japanese, on why Japan seems afraid of MLMs. So today, let's jump right into it on frankincense. Now, frankincense with doTERRA, they source this out of Somalia, out of the Boswellia trees. Now, these trees can produce frankincense for hundreds of years if they're tapped into 2 or 3 times a year for the resource on it. Now, frankincense takes quite a bit of time to produce. It's one of the more costly oils because of it as well. Now, frankincense, a bottle of this will run at 99.50 yen. So not necessarily one of the cheap ones, but it's because it takes 5 months to produce the oil needed and to go through the procurement process of it. Now, frankincense has been around for thousands of years. It's known in the Bible. It's known in several places out in the Middle East as being used for thousands of years. It's known as a key resource. Now, I need to mention a disclaimer before we start talking about anything else with frankincense. Now, the statements I'm about to give have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. The product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent or cure any disease. So just want to get that out there for my audience. These are just some uses that it's been found to be helpful with or to assist with. So something that doTERRA is very proud of that they do anytime they go in and source an oil, they do what's called co-impact sourcing. Now, what that means is they give back to those that are producing the oil and farming it. With the instance of frankincense, what doTERRA does is they've gone into Somalia and they've built 2 schools. And since this is an oil that takes so long to produce and so long to harvest, what they do too is instead of skimping out on like a wage or something like that, what they do is they provide a year-round wage to make sure that the harvesters are truly getting paid and the most out of it. Now, a lot of times harvesters in Somalia, from what I've read, were having a hard time getting paid by other sourcing agencies. Now, what doTERRA has done is they've gone in with a promise and going, we're not just going to give you a wage for doing this for the 5 months, we're going to pay you for the year, which I think is really remarkable. They've got a really hands-on feel with that. It shows that they really genuinely care about where they're harvesting the oil from, which for me makes me feel really good about using it, because frankincense is a standalone oil that you can use, but it's also found in, well, honestly, one of my favorite products in past tense, which we'll talk about another time. But frankincense has a lot of uses. It's very therapeutic. It can help calm down the soul. The smell is very aromatic. It's got a nice, soft, woody smell because it does come from the trees and it's harvested from the sap there. And once the sap is hardened, it's then harvested and then distilled with the water vapors to pull the oil out. So it's a really great thing with that. Now, frankincense can help calm down. It's also helps stimulate peace, which is great. When you're really stressed, when you're feeling angry, it can be a really good go-to to just kind of help mellow you down quite a bit. Now, I read somewhere too that frankincense has another use. And for someone that shaves daily, I suffer from razor burn, typically from one spot right here on my neck. Every time I shave, I just seem it gets that one spot that's irritated. So I wanted to try something instead of the real shock and awe. For any of you guys, raise your hand. You've used aftershave and you get that burning sensation afterwards. Found out that frankincense can be used to help soothe the skin after shaving. So I put it to use today. And instead of being red right here like I typically am, oh my gosh, it was such a great feeling. Putting that on did more for me than a lot of other things that I've tried. Instead of having that that intense 3 or 4 seconds of aftershave, it was, ooh, okay, thank you. And it just went on. I was like, I'm done. I don't have to worry about the razor burn the rest of the day. So I put the product to the test. It said it could help with that, so I wanted to see truly what it did. And I'm going to use a drop of this every time I shave from now on, just because it did so well. So I'm a believer in it, so to speak. Other things it can do, it can help rejuvenate the skin, and it's great for cellular use. Sorry, my pronunciation. And it's great for a good immune system with it. Now, frankincense is safe to ingest. You can put a drop of it in water. If you're worried about the woody taste, you can put it in veggie capsules and ingest it that way. And it really helps promote a healthy immune system. Again, my disclaimer at the beginning of this webinar, please refer to. It's not meant to help cure or do anything like that, but it is able to assist. And I want to emphasize that. Now, along with helping with the immune system, and it's also can be helped with the skin. It comes from a very arid climate in Somalia, so it's really dry there. But the coincidence of it is frankincense can help with dry skin, especially during the winter months where people are suffering from dry, cracked skin and things like that. Frankincense can go in and really help ease that quite a bit and help soothe the skin and help with those cracks and ailments. It's meant to assist. It's not meant to be a cure-all. So it's a great product to have. And it even mentioned that if you're suffering from cracked, dry fingernails, put it on there to help with the growth of that. It's a really great tool with that. So frankincense has been used for thousands of years for a reason, because it's proven its worth in that. Now, something I'm going to it's been a dry, brutal winter. To my friends in the States, my hat goes off to you. I'm out in Tokyo, and this is considered really mild compared to what you guys are going through. But try using frankincense when your hands are just feeling that extra dry, that extra brittle. Put a little bit of coconut oil on so it'll cover a larger area. Then put a drop of frankincense. I want to show you how to use this with this. So let me grab some coconut oil real quick. Open this up. So with this, to help with the dry skin, put a couple of drops of coconut oil onto your skin. So I'm going to put a couple of drops. I'm going to soothe that into the skin right there to kind of help with my dry knuckles. Then the proper use of this, you don't want to put the applicator straight on the skin because you'll risk mixing bacteria and stuff like that in it. So you just take it. Since this is a thicker oil, it's a little bit woody, don't be afraid to tap the bottle and put a drop on the skin. Then rub that in over the coconut oil so it hits a larger area. And you'll notice that therapeutic and aromatic smell immediately helps calm the mood and helps go into the skin really well to help with that dryness. So it's a great hydration technique for the skin and can be found in a few doTERRA products. I mentioned that it was in past tense, but it's also in the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is, I do not have it on me at the moment, and I apologize. It's one of the multivitamins that you can take that promote daily wellness. It will be something that I'm going to start doing into my diet once I'm done with the Slim and Sassy Challenge. Now, I am nearing the 15-day mark of this. I'm a little nervous, but personally, I've already felt a big difference in it, so I'm excited. Now, with frankincense, it is one of the higher-end oils, but it's because it has so many uses. It's safe on the skin. It's safe to ingest. And honestly, it's known as the king of oils because of all the things it can help promote, from helping with the skin to helping promote damaged areas of the body. It can really go in. If you have an ailment or something like that that's bugging you, frankincense is a good base to go to. It's safe on the skin, even if you have sensitive skin. You can apply it to the area. Areas to avoid are your sensitive areas of the skin. Never put this in your ears, never put it in your eyes or other sensitive areas of the body, but it can be applied to help with ailments and things like that. So it's really fantastic. Something else you can do in the home is put this in a diffuser for moods. When you're in a high stress situation and lavender is just calming you down, but you're just finding that you're extra grr, like you feel more bearish, put a couple of drops of frankincense in with a citrus oil like lime. So what I would do is I would put in about 2 drops of frankincense into your diffuser and then 2 drops of lime to go with it. Those 2 oils will complement each other and will help not only relax you because of the frankincense, but will help stimulate the mind a little bit with that citrus oil. Find a citrus oil that works for you in combination with frankincense, whether it's lemon, grapefruit, lime, or even some of your mixtures like sun rhythm and things like that. It's really great to have on hand because they will bring balance into any room that you're in, along with adding that water vapor into the air, like my wife mentioned with diffusers, which can help during viral season because you want to be at that certain level of humidity in your home. Typically around 40% is ideal. So to those of you that have stopped by today, thanks for watching. And I hope you go out and experience frankincense for yourself. Now, for those that are following my Instagram, I'm going to start doing a little something weird, a little something fun. But we're going to start doing the adventures of frankincense throughout Tokyo, where I'm going to see if you can guess the location based off the picture of the bottle. So follow my Instagram. It is Nail the Essentials, underscores in front and afterwards. If you've liked the video today, please help me out. Hit the share button. Tell your friends about it. My goal is to help educate and get you all to using these products. So, and to check in Friday for that weigh-in and for my webinar on why Japan is so afraid of MLMs. It'll be a great educational class. It'll be about breaking down barriers into truly understanding why there's issues with it and why it's not as scary as you might think. So thanks for stopping by today. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to hearing your comments about today's webinar and class. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'm pretty quick to respond. If you go, hey, I've got this going on, is there an oil I can use for that? I've got answers. I'm glad to help you with anything I can. So sincerely, thank you. Have a great day, everyone.